seminar speed because I want to give maximum information, which will then be redistributed. Coach Matt said he did a week's worth, right? Maybe I'm doing a week's worth, right? But it will be redistributed, you know, at an appropriate speed, I think, by your coaches. So, like every position, the way I consider jiu-jitsu is it's not just, you know, the ability to hold the mount, you know, position before submission. It's every position: offense, defense, and these intermediate transitional positions. The first thing you drill is holding it comfortably, you know, efficiently. I'm not getting submitted. I'm not getting tired. My opponent's getting frustrated. So you spend a lot of time just maintaining this hook, and then achieving it, but also maintaining, right? You know, spider guard or anything is the same. If you can't, that's why I think Coach Matt didn't show 30 sweeps. He showed retention, because once you can stay there, frustrate your opponent, break his posture, then everything else is relatively easy. So here, I'm trying to escape. I feel him go over my head. Boom. Right here. Okay. We'll start with Kimura. But this is very important. The reason I developed this is because my head may be being smashed, and I cannot have two different techniques for Kimura and straight armbar. Because I'm just like, I think it's an armbar, and I do that, and he Kimuras it. And I think it's a Kimura, and I do that, and he armbars it. And it's just like, it's like flipping a coin. And what was talked about earlier, and gets talked about a lot, if you look at this as science, one of the things about experiments is repeatability. You don't start a new theory because it works once, right? It works 1,000 times, and then you publish it. And this should be repeatable, and also I shouldn't have to guess at what he's doing. It should work for both the Kimura and the straight armbar. We'll get to the armbar. Start with the Kimura. Okay, he's going to try to Kimura me, but you're going to see that if my hand is not in front of him, he can't do it. So I'm here, boom, he goes. The second my hand goes here, that's a Kimura. Go ahead. Kimura. And I'm just tracking it. I'm very relaxed, and I'm just tracking it. You know, later, yes. So if he lets everything go and tries to smash me, he can, but he can't submit me. And if he gets aggressive and submits me, or tries to submit me, I'll escape every time. So, you know, it's survival. Don't ask me, well, what if he... That's like I'm trying to teach some self-defense technique, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to do this, and then like do a wrist lock. Do a wrist lock. Well, she doesn't need to defend herself because I'm letting her go, right? So if the guy is like, I don't want to get up, I know John's going to escape, and he just lays on me, I don't care about that. I'm not tapping, right? I'll escape. So don't ask me like, well, it's just like not doing it. Try to do the Kimura, right? Try to tap your partner, because otherwise, you know. So, you know, and then I'll go to the other side, and he'll come around, and I'll go here, and we're just, you know, 50%. He's going like 50%, so that if I'm sloppy, he'll go, then he'll get exposed, and I'll be able to fix my mistake. But you should just be real relaxed, but real sticky. Go. Yeah. And don't let that person expose your wrist. I'm going to show you the escape, but it doesn't help me to show you the escape if you can't survive first. Because if I go straight to the escape, it's like if I go straight to the sweep, stand up. When I teach, you know, shin on shin guard, guys are like, okay, show me 18 sweeps from here. And then I go and he just kicks out of it. You know, and it's just whatever, you know. Well, I don't have any sweeps, right? So what I do is I spend most of the class, like, you pull your shin out, and I'm just Mr. Sticky. No one ever gets their shin out. Go, go, go. You know, I'm just Mr. Sticky. And then it gets easy because Steve gets a little bit frustrated. He starts doing dumb things. All I have to do is put my head here and take him down. But let's spend about a minute or two, so Steve will do it, being sticky. And again, Steve's never done this. We're not done it as much as I have. So I'm not trying to Kimura him. I'm trying to help him, you know, learn sensitivity. So here, I go around, I think I have the Kimura, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go slow, but I'm like, how can I escape my arm? And if I were to escape, you know, so it slips out, just like, no. If I were to slip out of this, yeah, and get it, that's fine. You go, okay, and I put it back, and he realizes it's a mistake, and that's it. He looks very vulnerable here. I have nothing until his wrist presents in front of me. If it's behind me, I have nothing. Okay? And we'll get to a straight arm bar later. Okay? But let's just play with this a little. I'm not going to tell you guys to switch up and down. Play left, right, switch up and down, play left, right, switch up and down. For the other guys who, they're going to be boom. It's going to look the same at first. He starts escaping. I go around, but instead of being like, it's just going to be, you know, they're going to go around, boom. They're going to be looking to get that arm. He's safe still. Exact same grip. The key to this is, go ahead, come on top. The key to this is, if I give Steve my arm in front of his chest, and he does the arm bar, just do an arm bar. And you know, we all know the hitchhike. It's not wrong to try to just let me do it. To try to get my thumb down and start coming in. What I'm doing by hiding behind him is two things. The momentum of him laying down actually drags my arm back so deep that he'll never get it again. And it's hidden, but he's also pushing me into a deeper hitchhiker escape than I can ever get on my own. So as you go here, you're going to do the hitchhiker, but I would never really try to, I don't recommend it from here. It's like 50-50 or more like he's going to finish me 80 and I'm going to escape 20, right? But if I can get this set, and he decides to keep going through for the arm bar, let's go here. And I'm already passing when I do this. Do not come up into omoplata triangle. Watch the difference. So if I go here and I'm not really aware of what's going on, and I'm doing this, right? He can omoplata right here. As I come up, right, and I just boom right here. Yeah. So you want both arms outside your partner's legs. Now, in a tournament, in its full speed, going hard, can you guarantee that? No. But Coach Amanda said this morning, this is practice. He's letting me do it. Every rep should be absolutely perfect. That's going to put me into a kind of habit and position to maximize the possibility of it happening in a live scramble. And if it doesn't, I'll deal with it. But I won't get tapped by the arm, right? For now, though, since we're basically going slow, my arm remains outside. They're both outside. If I get here and I get up, I'm going to be in trouble. So they're both outside. This does two things. Okay, go. Slow motion. I use the momentum of him falling back to go. And I'm putting my thumb behind my head. Right? And then just don't do anything unnatural. Don't try to use spinal flexibility. Don't go the way you're not looking and hurt your back. I'm already looking this way, and I'm not using my spine. It's just like shrimping. I'm using the mat and using my feet to move my body to the right position. And now I just grab his belt and pass. All right, I come up, so there's two things about being outside. I don't come up into an omoplata triangle, and I do come up into a really tight path. If he's got a gi, if we are wearing a gi, even better for that pass. So there it goes around my head for the arm bar. I use the momentum of him falling to drop. I walk, I feel his instep, and I just staple it through his butt here. Good. And I'm passing right here. When you are trying to get up, in any position, and let me just, since we have a little time, Jiu-jitsu, the more I look at my good guys, and this really goes back to, Coach Matt was saying about fundamentals, a lot of my good guys kill it with the berimbolo and have this awesome leg drag game and really modern. But there are a lot of guys who do that stuff and it just doesn't work on me at all. I just smash them. The guys who are the toughest for me, when I distill it down, it's not the techniques they use. Again, that's their personality coming out. That's their body type coming out. When I break it down, they have the cleanest movement. The raw, fundamental movements are the cleanest, the most efficient, the most direct. And so this elbow, Coach Van was saying, if you're shrimping like this, no. She wanted the elbow under you and no landing, right? This elbow under is a fundamental, right? Because here, when you're trying to get up, whether it's the Kimura, which is a simpler get-up, or the armbar, which is a little more technical get-up, it's the same thing. This is an obstacle, right? If I'm trying to get up with this out here, I'm exaggerating, but even here, some of you guys are doing it like this, and you're trying to get up, and this is in your way, right? So I want to see everyone, you're here, you're doing whatever, but in order to go to this side, right, I got my thumb in the right place, but in order to go to this side, I need to get this behind me. So however you do that, I would step and put it behind. That's going to be the easiest way to get up, the quickest, easiest way. And it's a fundamental movement pattern. It's not just this technique. If Steve boxes me in right here, just all on one side, and I'm trying to go into him, I'm not doing jiu-jitsu. I'm totally ignoring the situation. I have an attachment to my favorite side mount escape rather than dealing with the situation. This is the only opening. Okay? Now let's try to do everything right. Boom, boom, boom. But this is in my way. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to be slow. I might not get up. But certainly even if I get up, he's going to take my back. All right? Now watch what happens when I put it under me. Not only do I get up fast, I defend it. So I set the same way, everything's the same, except before I go, I put this under me. Right? I'm going to push his head, and this is going to pop up. No, take my back. This is going to pop up. Take my back. Let's go slow, but I want you to take my back. So you're blocking this. Good. Watch. I get this under me before I go, and when Steve goes to take my back, there is no back. Right? This is in his way. If I'm here, I'm going to get my back taken. So it's a good fundamental movement pattern. You can even practice it solo the way Coach Matt had you practicing those butterfly drills solo, which is a much better jiu-jitsu warm-up than jumping jacks, right? Which translates into nothing. So you could do this solo, but for now, when he takes that arm bar, and I want to get up, I'm not getting up like this with my arm in the right? I take this arm under. It's going to get me up fast, and also it's hard to see. It's going to put it right where I want it to pass, right? So a lot of you guys are doing everything else right, so concentrate on getting this bottom arm underneath you as you go to your stomach.